Today is Wednesday, Parashat Mishpatim. This coming Shabbat is also called Shabbat Shkalim, because this coming Shabbat we're going to read, additionally to the parasha that we read for the week, we're going to read the beginning of Parashat Kitisa when it speaks about the contributions of every person of machatzita shekel, of half a shekel, for the daily sacrifices in Bet HaMikdash. But actually, this Shabbat, we're going to take out 3 Sifrei Torah, because this Shabbat is also Rosh Chodesh Adar. So, first parasha, the first Sefer Torah we'll read in the parasha of this week, which is Mishpatim. The second Sefer Torah we'll read the portion that we would read for a Shabbat when it's Rosh Chodesh. So that applies to Rosh Chodesh, the beginning of the month of Adar. And then in the third Sefer Torah, we're going to read a portion that has to do with the Shkalim contributions. And why specifically on this Shabbat? Well, in the Bet HaMikdash, the fiscal year, so to speak, began in the beginning of the month of Nisan, which is a month away from this coming Shabbat. On the 1st of Nisan, the contributions for that year were used to buy the Korban Tamid, the daily sacrifices in Bet HaMikdash, from those funds that were contributed, but every single person over the age of 20, every single male over the age of 20, gave machatzit a shekel, half a shekel. All had to be giving the same exact amount. If somebody was rich and said he wanted to give more, we say, for this contribution, everybody gives the same. Somebody was poor, is not able to, he still has to find a way to give machatzit shekel, the half of the shekel. I could ask the question, why half and not a full shekel? Well, there are many reasons brought by the commentators, but one of them is that we want to express the unity of Am Yisrael, the unity of the Jewish people. No Jew is complete alone. We always need a fellow Jew to create that whole. And that unity of Am Yisrael is something that is so important. This is what was one of the qualities that they had when they received the Torah. And this is one of the aspects of the month of Adar and the upcoming holiday of Purim, to bring unity and achdut, togetherness amongst us. So that's one idea. But the concept that the korbanot in Bet HaMikdash had to be given or had to be sponsored by the whole community is an important concept. It's not just one wealthy person said, I'll cover all the expenses for the year. We'll say, sorry. We want everyone to have that zchut, that merit, to participate in this mitzvah. And a month before the beginning of the month of Nisan, they used to start announcing, now it's time to give the shkalim, to start giving the machatzit shekel, so that there will be a month time for people to send those contributions for the Bet HaMikdash. Nowadays we don't have Bet HaMikdash. The reading of the parasha itself that refers to this subject is in itself as if we were fulfilling that mitzvah. There is also an idea, zecher lemachatzit shekel, in remembrance of machatzit shekel, we give some tzedakah also. Typically, a good way to use it is we use it, at least an important part of it, maybe half of it or more, to support rabbinic scholars who are sitting all day long and learning Torah in Kollel, and people who learn Torah to support Torah, and those who learn it is something that would be like as a substitute to the korbanot that were done in Bet HaMikdash. Nowadays, also, the other ideas for in every community that every person should sense the obligation and contribute and become part of the support of his congregation, of the place of Torah, of the place of prayer, so that it's not just on the shoulders of a few, but everyone has the merit to share in that mitzvah. So this coming Shabbat, Parashat Mishpatim, also called Shabbat Shkalim, is the Shabbat that we're going to read that portion in the Torah, and it being this year Rosh Chodesh, 3 Sifrei Torah, 3 scrolls of Torah will be taken out, and we'll read from all 3 of them. The Haftarah will be the Haftarah for Shabbat Shkalim. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'Amen.